Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz are having a boxing match this weekend. Not an MMA fight. They're having a boxing match. And this one has an interesting card. Like, there are actually other fights on this card that are interesting, with Danny Jacobs, former middleweight champion, super middleweight contender, facing Shane Mosley Jr. If you feel old, sorry about that. And you also have Kermel Moton, who is the prized prospect of Floyd Mayweather Promotions, who is a prodigy, who is one of the best amateur boxers in recent years, and he's going to be on this card as well. But the main event, Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz. Jorge Masvidal minus 255 in one prominent sportsbook, 275 in another, to beat Nate Diaz, who is around that plus 210 or so range. And ultimately, I think that this boxing match is going to be a hard one to handicap. And I was a little bit surprised that Jorge Masvidal was such a big favorite in this fight. Now, in terms of boxing experience, Nate Diaz has one boxing match, and that was a decision loss to Jake Paul in a 10-round bout. This was in August of 2023, high-profile one as well, and Jake Paul ended up winning in that bout. Nate Diaz was knocked down in round 5. It looked like he was going to get stopped very early on, but that wasn't the case at all. And then Jorge Masvidal also has one win on his record. He beat a very, very, very little known boxer named Joseph Benjamin, who was 1-11-2. And that was in a boxing match from 2005 that a lot of people may have forgotten about. But Jorge Masvidal stepping back in the ring. I think this is a bad line. Honestly, I think he shouldn't be like minus 255 as a favorite. Maybe he'll just outbox Nate Diaz, but I think that minus 255 is just a lot for this type of showing, where I'm actually looking at, and this is a 10-round bout, by the way, so that's very important for this bet that I'm about to play here. But my sort of lean here, I'll probably make this more of a lean instead of a straight up play, and maybe I'll play it. But my lean here is that this fight goes to distance, which at one prominent book is minus 186. And I want better numbers than that, but on this fight, it's just tough to get value. I think that this fight will go to the cards, 10 rounds, and Jorge Masvidal, Nate Diaz have a hopefully entertaining boxing match, but this is not the same level as some of the other things that we'll probably see this weekend. So that's all we have. We have Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz going a distance, 10 rounds, minus 186 at one prominent book. Probably will hold out for better value after this video surfaces, but that's where we're at right now. Make sure you check out our other video breaking down Shakur Stevenson versus Artem Harutyunyan lightweight championship bout that's going to be on ESPN this weekend. Remember, if you do bet on the fight, track your picks on the Action Network app. That's all we have for this week. We'll see you again very soon.